What's going on, Imperials? It's Emperor Cubone here. We've covered the Kalos region, and how it made me reevaluate the way that I consider building teams. So, through that lens, I had to go back and really think hard about how my ideal team from Red and Blue would hold up. Now, bear in mind that this is looking at the region as a whole, factoring in the games and the show and actual teams that I've used in the past. So, here's my ideal team for the Kanto region. First off, for the starter, I'll have to go with the classic Charizard. He's one of my favorites and is plenty powerful enough in his home region. Not to mention, if I wanted to, I could use him to fly, eliminating what I long thought was another required Pokémon on my team, freeing up a spot from one of the early birds. Having a fire-breathing dragon is always a nice confidence boost. Charizard may be the most challenging to start off with, but that makes the victory all that much sweeter. Now for water, I will be changing what I thought had to be the right answer of picking a starter. There are so many quality water types in Kanto, it's almost absurd, but out of all of them, Lapras undoubtedly has to be my favorite. I love the gentle giants that exude grace and powerful restraint. Lapras may suffer some in the competitive scene, but who cares? In the story of the game, it's great. You literally get handed one for rescuing everyone, and you can use it to surf all over the place. And plus, Lapras is one of the very few ice types in the Kanto region, so having one on my side will be sure to come in handy. Next is a very special evolution, and if you've been keeping track of the last two choices, you can probably guess which one. Jolteon is not only my favorite of the original options for Eevee, but one of my favorite electric types of all time. This Pokémon is incredibly fast and packs a massively powerful punch with its monstrous special attack. Having this powerhouse that can outspeed almost anything is a welcome addition to my team, and makes excellent use of the free Eevee in Celadon. This lightning-fast quadruped is always welcome in my book. A team member that I always like to get early on is Nidoran, specifically the male. It can take it a bit to train up into a Nidorino, but once you finally get that Moonstone, Nidoking makes it all worth it. Nidoking is a strong poison and ground type, which is an excellent combination that is still unique to this day. This strange bipedal rhinoceros can also learn a ton of TMs, ones you wouldn't even think of. But it's always a comfort knowing that this fierce monster is on the team to protect us, and always something that I look forward to. This next Pokémon is notorious for creating roadblocks, and that is none other than Snorlax. This ultra heavyweight has no qualms about throwing his weight around in battle. He can make quite an impression when he's not too busy sleeping. That's an interesting character quirk, which can be endearing, but also slightly frustrating when it takes him 17 years to stand up. But Snorlax is a perfect mix of a happy-go-lucky friend and a fierce warrior that you would be foolish to underestimate. It's always a pleasure to turn this bulky obstacle into a force of nature to use at my command. And the last spot might be kind of cheap, but I really do love having a Marowak on the team. I know I just picked a ground type, but they're both incredibly solid, and I've used them both together in the originals and in the remakes, and it's always worked out. I do like Cubone more, but we're going into battle here, so it kinda needs the extra power if it's gonna pull its weight. Also, you can give it the Thick Club to double its attacking power. And it also has a surprising number of TMs at its disposal, that it probably shouldn't even be able to learn. When this thing throws a Boomerang, you had better look out. Sure, I could use a Psychic type to steamroll through everything, and there are definitely some other solid choices that I've considered in the past, but I love these choices the most as a mixture of my favorites and actual teams that I've used before. As you can see, I subscribe to the same school of thought as Karen from the Elite Four. Choose your favorites and you'll find a way to carry on to victory. So, those are the Pokemon that I choose for my ideal team in Kanto. Which Kanto Pokemon do you like the best? Let me know down in the comments. Also be sure to leave a like, share this video, and subscribe so that you too can become an Imperial today. And we'll see you around next time!